Alright, welcome everybody to our next mobile, no, well, almost a mobile suit guide series. Our map guide series, getting a new video. Oh my god, dude. Anyways, we got a new map with the February 27th, 2020 update, and it's a old map from GBO1. It's Arctic Base. Arctic Base is a small cluster. Oh, I almost said a really inappropriate term. It's a claustrophobic map. Basically, when you spawn in, both teams will be able to see each other, and it's got an interesting gimmick in the map. This giant shuttle in the middle. Now, as you're able to see, I'm able to do damage to this target, to the giant shuttle, which is a neutral target, it's a neutral faction. It has a lot of health to it. You know, I would like to say maybe around 30,000-40,000 HP. So, it's got a lot of health. But the thing is, if you just, getting the centerpiece of the map out of the way, if you destroy the shuttle, every suit around it will be heavy staggered. Interesting. So basically it's a ticking time bomb. In 6v6, I have not seen it survive long whatsoever. As you can see, this is one base. The other base is spottable right there. They will spawn right there, you're able to see them. Your suits will spawn right there. There's only two bases. Base A and Base B are both on the platforms. There's an annoying sound when your suit steps on snow, as you could tell, compared to normal ground, or used to. So, yeah. As you can see, there's these blast barriers. This map's symmetrical, so they'll be on both sides. The blast barriers you can actually get on top of, depending on your suit. You could boost onto them from the high platform over there to that side. On the lower side here, you have to jump up onto them, but it's not a big deal. You could actually walk up these little side boxes right here next to the blast barriers. The central platform is about, I want to say 6 ways to get up to it that aren't including the 2 side paths, which are off the tunnels. So one tunnel is elevated. The A side tunnel is at a higher elevation than the B side tunnel. Comes with the A side having a larger rise than the B side tunnel, but that's just because the map symmetry is split down widthwise between, not lengthwise. So for snipers, this map is not going to be very kind to support units. As you could tell, the claustrophobia of this map is going to favor fast suits like raids and fast generals, boosting around, stunning people, and showing them what melee looks like. Now, above each base, each main base that is, so following both routes A and B up to, you can see where those bunkers are up top there, right? Those are all accessible points, which means those are probably the safest spot for any sort of support or sniper unit to be. Unless you're a mud rock, then you don't care. As you see, this is where Tunnel B is. Tunnel A is the same area in relation to its entry point. I am failing this jump, but essentially, yeah, you jump up here. As a support, you can sit up here. You don't have a good visibility. You have... Alright. At the beginning of the match, you will not have good visibility on the A, but as soon as that shell gets blown up, guess what you can see? And guess what the other side can see? You'll be able to see the entirety of the map. Now, as a general type with a beam rifle, I will be able to hit that Zaku over there. But as a support, you can only imagine the amount of damage you can inflict across the map when the shuttle is destroyed. These tunnels are they're little interesting routes for raids, generals, and supports to utilize to reposition around the map. Now they're fairly long tunnels, and getting caught in them would, really favor suits like the Ifrit or rockets, of course. Because you don't have much horizontal movement, and you're stuck in a long tunnel, stuck with the melee suit most likely, and that's not a good time unless you are also trying to either rocket or shotgun somebody. Beam rifles, rest in peace. Now, capturing these bases, I've noticed one thing in gameplay. When you capture either A or B, you're either you are not guaranteed a safe spawn in the sense of not the claustrophobia in the map. The fact is, when you spawn on A, you will either spawn down where those mobile suits are down there, or you'll spawn up here on the platform. Same thing goes with B. There's no real safety or, way that the map plays out in the terms of spawn. The only way you spawn in a guaranteed location, and by guaranteed I mean the same spot every time, is if you spawn on your main base. The two side points have two different spawn areas to spawn on. As you can see, also, unlike your base, there's no armor really on the shuttle, and it takes full damage from everything. And now the entire center of the map is opened up. As you can see, it's become a lot more of an even range playing field. Every single small platform like this on the map, you can walk on. You can also kind of, as long as you can accessibly access the braces, you should be able to, walk on them. But you can't just climb the map because height restrictions. So, yeah. Go to the A side tunnel. I'll start talking about some strategies to use on this map. As you can see, the A side platform here is very much a death trap to actually walk up to, because the ramps are much longer. But as you can see, unlike B side, we're not angling down the tunnel, we're at a higher elevation, so therefore you have the height advantage on A side, while B side has a rushing advantage, I say, compared to A side, because they could get under the Team A, and then just cause havoc. But as you can see, the same process to get up to the sniper point. You can walk up there and jump, do a little hop over the elevator, or you can just jump up from the tunnel and be up at the sniper spot. And now, as you can see, even though there's smoke in the center from the blown up shuttle, we can now see into the enemy base and cause massive damage. Yeah, this is Arctic base. There's not much to talk about this map. It's a really cool map. It's fast. If you, the viewer, are familiar with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, this map is basically the rust of Gundam Battle Operation 2. And it's hectic, fun, and yeah. If you're looking at something like maybe 2v2s, 2v3s, 1v1s, this is probably the better map to do it on. And yeah. Something to say with this, also the update, as you saw with the shuttle, neutral factions, so stuff in that units that are not Team A or B are now marked with a purple health bar, indicating that they are a neutral entity until occupied. So that means tanks, Wappas, Augos, and Balls. They will appear as purple health bars when they're either seen or spawn in by both teams, but when occupied by an enemy pilot, then their health bar will turn red. That's how that works now. So people aren't confused when they say a tank dies in the middle of a cluster fight at sea, and then it spawns in and people are like, pilot, because they see a health bar in iframes, and they're like, oh my god, is there an enemy there? Blow it up. And they're not wasting ammo now because it'll spawn in, and instead of being a red bar, it'll be a purple bar in iframes, and less confusion. But yeah, that's this Arctic map. This is all I got for a guide for it, just because the map's kind of small. Raids, your best bet for actually charging safely to the enemy base would be to go behind both blast cover routes, because less visibility. Under the ramp, under the main central platform can be something you could do due to the fact, it's covered. Most generals, though, will be around the center of the map, so be careful, because every single... look, this is you come fight me 1v1 in tight area, other general, let's go. So, your flank routes are given. We already went over those. The blast barriers, the tunnels. The supports really only got one place to really sit safely from and snipe. The other place you can sit from if your team controls the map is up here on those platforms, or when the shuttle's blown up, or when before it's blown up on that platform. In general, you play this map as you always normally do. You face tank the enemy and you try and kill them, or just do damage and let your teammates kill them. Either or, you're doing your job. Raids, try and stay on the outside of the map if you're trying to be sneaky. Rest in peace, stealth suits on this map. It's really small and they're just going to be seen. And supports, have fun. No. Other than that, there's not much else to say. This has been Arctic Base. If there's anything I missed, let me know down in the comment section below. If there's any maps, well, I should say maps. In regards to our Mobile Suit Guide series, if there's any Mobile Suits you want to see me make a video on, let me know down in the comments as well. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button and hit. If you like the content so far, hit that subscribe button so you see more videos pop up in your subscription feed. You don't have to wait for algorithms to plug my videos back to your YouTube. And we can all have a prosperity in the fact that you may be here, in my opinion, and you combine it with somebody else's or your own, and we create something stronger and new in strategies. And who knows? You may make something better than I do using my information, somebody else's information on your own. And as always, this has been Grady Warrior, aka Deranged Pyro, signing off.